There you go, Steve.
Yeah, you got hair again.
Yeah.
It's an hair day.
Hey, make sure your telephone's on mute.
I got that.
And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Hope you're enjoying the snow. And boy, if you don't have to go outside, don't go outside unless you like the snow. Unless you like running around in it. Maybe go sledding over at Green Valley Park, have some fun. But if you don't need to go out, hey, don't go out. Well, this morning, excuse me, in the studio, going to be talking about a wonderful event, a great event, a lot of fun, an event that kids love here in Rim Country, and that is Hashknife Pony Express. Have Captain Mark Reynolds and his brother Steve Reynolds in the studio to tell us all about the Hashknife Pony Express. You're going to learn more than you've ever known about it, probably more than you ever wanted to know about it. But no, it is great. Great to have you guys in this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for driving. I mean, I know normally you guys, you'd be riding in this weather.
It's this Hashknife weather.
It's Hashknife.
Yeah.
Well, it has to snow when you guys are about to leave Holbrook, come down off the rim.
Either rain or sleet or gloom and night.
Well, it used to be 5 foot, 6 foot of snow on top, way back when it used to snow real hard here.
Wow.
And I think we're getting back into that cycle now.
I think we are. Looking at the reports coming out of Flagstaff, depending on how much snow they get up there from this storm, it could be what was it, in the record books as the second most snowfall they've ever gotten in January.
Yeah.
Back in I forget what year in the 60s, but they had
67.
67, over 100 inches in January. But then behind that, it was like 79. There was like 60.
Of course, Steve would remember that, 67.
You're too young to remember.
Oh, yeah,
that,
I was
aren't
just a
you,
little guy then.
You were-
Yeah,
you were-
I was
Yeah, keep
We
talking.
had 4 foot in Holbrook.
Really?
Yeah.
4 foot in Holbrook.
Yeah.
Woo! That's a lot of snow.
It rained, it snowed. My mom has a picture of me and my brother Pat with a yardstick on the outside of we had a table outside,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 18 inches in 24 hours.
Whoa! 18 inches in 24.
In Holbrook.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because
And it continued to snow after that.
you guys in Holbrook normally don't get
No,
really any snow, do you?
no.
No.
Just
wow.
wind.
It's wind.
Well, we just had a phone call from a guy
Uh-huh.
in Holbrook that's saying it's coming down and it's sticking. So
Oh, hey,
right now.
well, we got a few people already watching on our KRIM FM Facebook page, which we got our live video, so you can see these handsome fellows in here. If you're listening on the radio, hey, you can watch as well. We got Darla Annabelle. She's up there at Crosswinds Restaurant. Darla, probably baking some fresh pies.
Ooh.
Oh, man, she has those homemade pies up
Yes,
there. So
yep.
good. So Darla's watching along with Winter Collins. How you two doing this morning? So Hashknife Pony Express coming to Payson February 1st?
Yes,
February 1st.
4:45.
4:45 at the post office.
4:45. And that is, oh man, that people in Payson, there's so many people that love that. Children, young people.
Well, this year's our 65th ride.
65th ride. Wow.
On the 31st, 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we had 2 ladies from Holbrook that came to us and said we would like to help you raise money for a statue.
Mm.
And so they came to our board meeting, and the board says, okay, yes. Mildred Fouts and Ophelia Lang,
Mm-hmm.
and they each put in $1,000 to start the
Wow.
bank account. So we put in, the Hashknife put in $1,000. That way
Mhm.
we're all vested. And believe it or not, we commissioned Scott Rogers
Mhm.
from Utah
Mhm.
to do the statue. He was actually the second guy when Scottsdale did our big statue down there. Herb Bittery was the artist, and Scott Rogers was second.
Oh, okay.
But I liked Scott Rogers' horses better because I felt that they actually showed a lot of motion,
But yeah.
a lot more motion, and a lot more detail.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called him on the phone and asked him. I said, "Hey, we're going to try to raise money for a statue. Would you be interested?"
Mm-hmm.
And he called me back and said, "Absolutely." And so he gave us a price, I told the ladies, this is how much money we're gonna have to raise, and believe it or not, they went out and raised it.
Wow.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's good. And the picture, I was just going to say on this year's poster.
Yes,
Uh,
that is the statue.
It's really detailed.
That's a finished product.
That's when we talked to him, we went to Utah and looked at the wax, and the detail and the stitching, the chinks, the saddle, the breast collar, head stall, all of it. I mean, all the way down to the rider. The clothes, all of it. But what's important to me, if you look at the Bucky O'Neill statue over in Prescott, in front of the courthouse there, the detail and the conformation of the horse was big, and I pointed it out to him. If you're in Prescott, you go down to the courthouse, you take a look at that horse, and you can actually see the veins and all that.
Wow.
I mean, the structure of the muscles and everything, muscle tone all the way down to the cornets is perfect.
Wow. Yeah. And now, also, you had a video that you sent me, Mark, that I'll share that on our Facebook page as well.
Yes.
And that was from the
That was from the
artist,
same time that we were
sculptor.
there,
Yeah.
and I took that on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and he detailed all the stuff and talked about why he was doing it.
Yep.
And he took Steve and I through the foundry and showed us each room. There's 12 different rooms, and there's 12 different processes that has to go to. So I asked him, I said, wow, he goes, does this look like anybody you know? And I said, no. I said, it's perfect. It doesn't look like anybody will be anything. He said, well, I was going to try to make it look like you, but I didn't have enough clay.
Oh.
Yeah, we were.
So
Oh.
I told him, man, that
Would've
is
come
cold.
out-
That is so
It
cold.
would look like a sumo wrestler riding a dog.
Sumo wrestler on the Great Dane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that is funny. No, it is. It'll be a sight to see. I know you invited KRIM, invited me to come up there,
Yes.
and we're going to be in the parade. That's the second year. We were up there last year in the parade, Holbrook there, and
And I appreciate you coming.
oh, I appreciate the invitation. It
Sure.
was great seeing everyone sworn in, the swear-in,
Yeah.
and now this year you'll be sworn in, but you'll have the statue as well.
Well, we got a couple of things that are going on.
Oh, yeah.
We have Jeff Tim,
Mm-hmm.
who is the liaison to
Congressman Eli Crane.
Congressman Eli Crane, which takes in, he's the congressman in District 2, which takes in like a third of the state, I think, looking at the map. And so he said that he would come. He would dedicate the statue. But we have an individual, Michael Elston. He is the vice president of the Postal Service. He's coming from Washington to swear us in.
Oh, wow. That
And
is
he
great.
just sent me the email like 2 days ago. Says, hey, I cleared my calendar. I'm coming. I'll be there to swear you guys in. And how great is that?
That
I mean,
is.
we're gonna have him come from Washington.
Yeah.
We have a known great artist who did the statue. He did a Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth statue for Joanna Gaines.
Oh, wow.
And
Chip and Joanna Gaines.
and they put it at the ball field there. It's them sitting down at the bleachers, and he was commissioned to do that.
Wow.
And so he told us that Joanna Gaines and Chip and Joanna Gaines had purchased this ball field because they found out that Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth played there in 1928
Whoa.
before they went to the majors.
Wow.
They-
and they're in
they-
they're in what, Waco?
Yeah,
Waco?
they're in Waco. Yeah.
Whoa.
And,
that is cool.
And so for him to be able to do that, and then he's coming to Holbrook, Arizona, and we're gonna put that statue right on the corner of Route 66, right 90-degree turn right on Route 66. I mean
Wow.
it is something. This is, like I said, our 65th year, and that in itself is a milestone.
Mhm.
And thanks to everyone that donated to help us with the statue. This statue, everybody asked me, well, who you dedicating it to? And I said, I'm dedicating it to everybody that got us to the 65th right. Everybody. I mean, all the children, all the families, all the past members that are no longer with us, all those guys got us here. And so that, to me, that statue's dedicated to them. It's keeping, this is what I think we should name it. It's keeping the spirit of the Old West alive.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. That's what we do every year.
The original Pony Express only lasted 18 months. They never got a contract. We've been doing this for 65 years. We're worldwide. We get mail from all around the world. We've been getting mail the last several years from a school in Soweto, South Africa. China, Philippines. I mean, Europe. I mean, so it's a worldwide event for us. We rode Pony Express in Mexico for President Reagan down to Hermosillo, and we rode from Hope to Cloverdale in British Columbia for Bush, British Columbia and Canada. They call it post, but we call it mail.
Yeah.
And we kicked off a huge rodeo there. A lot of history, and I just want to give a shout out to all the people all these years that have supported us. Our school kids are doing they're doing their color contest again this year, and the support from the families at the post office. The thing about this is it's their Pony Express ride. We service all of zip codes on our route: Heber, Overgard, Pine, Payson, Fountain Hills, all the way into Scottsdale. We have our mail crew handles a ton of mail. Going on around this ride this year, and our sponsors. I mean, we have some really good sponsors, and we have some people that stepped up once again to make this thing happen.
Yeah, and I want to recognize people watching on our KRIM FM Facebook Live video. Debbie Henderson, what time does it go through Payson?
We will be here approximately between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. We will stage at the stage parking lot over there, and then we will bring the mail and deliver it at 4:45 to the Payson post office. And then we'll sit around like we do every year, sign the kids neckerchiefs or posters or whatever people have for them to sign. The writers will be doing that. And then that night we're going to be going to the casino in Prime Rib. So you're invited.
Yeah.
You were invited last year, but you didn't show up.
No, come on now. I thought I did, didn't I? Or did I have something doing? I forget. Last year. I can't remember that far back, Mark. I don't know.
Well, you know what? COVID was going, and everybody kind of shut down. But that's okay. This year, hopefully.
Yeah. So 4:45 is when you guys arrive at the post office. So you want to be there. You want to get there early. If you get to the post office around 4, maybe 4:15, because parking, you know.
Well, I was going to say there's not very much parking there because we're going to have the front part of the post office blocked off.
Yep.
So you're not going to be able to park very many cars over at the county complex across the street. So get there, find your parking spot.
Yep.
And bring your kids. Provided there's no weather, I don't think there will be. We'll have the kids camp set up there where they'll be able to get colored books and stuff.
And they'll be able to buy the neckerchiefs.
Yeah.
And kids are given the
neckerchiefs. Yeah, kids are given the neckerchiefs.
Yeah. But
we're going to hand out bags
to
the kids. We put together bags that's got a neckerchief in there, coloring stuff, a pencil, just a bunch of stuff in this bag, this grab bag, and bring your kids out so we can give them a grab bag.
Yep, and then adults or people can purchase the neckerchiefs, posters. You have hats.
They have hats,
and like other things out there.
We got some of the coolest
mugs,
coffee cups.
Oh,
I can't go into detail.
Okay.
Because they are the coolest. It does say 65 on the cup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're politically correct.
Yes.
I don't see it. Really? I don't know if I believe that.
Kinda. Almost.
So again, 65th ride here, 65th anniversary of Hashknife Pony Express. That is February 1st, Wednesday, February 1st. 4:45, they'll be riding into the post office here in Payson, and spending about, you guys are there about a half an hour or so?
Yeah, till about a little after 5. Because these guys have to go put their horses up, then go back to the room, take a shower,
and get
dressed for the dinner. Yeah.
Now the dinner, tickets, are they available?
They're going to be available at the door.
At the door.
But okay. I'll talk to
Caprice?
Yeah.
Or in the casino, what's her name out there?
No.
Yep, I know.
No, you would have to ask me.
Yeah, it'll come to us. But
Dara, no.
Yeah.
Something similar.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I know.
That I cannot. If he hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
I know. Sorry for asking. But out there at the casino, tickets at the door. What time does the dinner start again?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. So again, you can get out there for a prime rib dinner. How much are the tickets?
I think they're $32.50. I'm not quite sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hey, it doesn't matter. It'll be worth it, whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Well, come out and sit down with the Cowboys. Ask them how they're that's. We used to do that. The business owners would sponsor a rider. And they would come and sit with the rider. They'd get to find out firsthand from the riders how they did and stuff. So once again, we offer that up, and so. Yeah,
and what was it? And you have live music this year too. I think you were saying.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get what's his name?
Frank Rodriguez is going to come in and play some music for us.
Nice. All right.
So we'll get him up on stage.
He's pretty good. He plays really great Western music. So
nice.
He plays Marty Robbins, all that. Waylon, all those older tunes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll be a good time.
He even knows some KRIM music.
Yeah.
don't know.
He plays it all. He's
We
a
got-
variety band.
Well, hey, we got coming up after the program here. We got some Allman Brothers, a little
Oh, cool.
Ramblin'
Yeah.
Man, and
Yeah.
then the Guess Who. You know, Dire
I
Straits,
listen to all that.
ELO.
Yeah.
Listen to
Yeah.
some ELO.
I had a hippie period back in '67.
Back when Steve had.
We were visiting our cousins. Us Cowboys were in Monterey, California. My mother's from Monterey,
Yeah.
and my dad met my mother during the war at Fort Ord there in Monterey.
Uh-huh.
And my cousins say there's this thing called a rock concert going on down at the county,
Uh-huh.
and it was, believe it or not, down in Monterey, first rock concert ever. Eric Burden and the Animals, Janis Joplin,
Oh, wow.
The Who, Jimi Hendrix.
Uh-huh. Wow. Oh, yeah. Monterey Music
That's where
Festival.
Janis got her first jump out, was on stage down in Monterey. And then
Yeah.
5 years ago, we had a family reunion out there, and the cousins go, the stage is still there. So we all jumped in our trucks, went down to the county fairgrounds and got up on the stage.
Yeah.
That's been almost 60 years ago.
Was Jefferson Airplane?
Yeah,
Right
there was, and the Mamas and Papas.
Papas? Yeah.
Got to meet Mama Cass.
Mama Cass, that's right. Because I think that was the first time they had seen and heard Janis Joplin.
Oh, yeah.
And they were all blown away.
We were all blown
So,
away. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, he was over in Europe because he really got popular over there. In the U.S., just his style was kind of like,
Well, when Chris Christopherson wrote Bobby McGee, Roger Miller jumped on it, and then she jumped on it.
oh,
And
wow.
You ever hear him talk about that? He was actually in his car, and they played her version of it, and he was totally blown away by it.
Wow. A little history there.
Yes.
There you go.
Look at that.
We're not just cowboys.
No. So hopefully, well, there we go. Hope to see everyone out Wednesday, February 1st at the Payson Post Office, 4:45. But again, you want to get there a little early so you can get a good spot and see the riders coming in. They'll be coming in south, traveling south on Highway 87 from Stage, coming off the rim that day.
And we'll be doing a mail exchange prior to getting into town at Crystal Creek Steakhouse like we do every year.
Okay.
At 2:30, I believe, we'll be coming through there.
Okay, 2:30 through Christopher Creek.
Yeah.
Nice. I know, and then people like to gather also in Star Valley at the Star Valley Park,
Yes.
right there, and people
Right, yep.
cheer you on and
Yep.
be watching.
What's that you got in your hand?
Oh, I know. Look at that, the challenge coin from Congressman KRIM. You guys got those too, huh?
Hey, yeah. Here. I knew you were gonna throw that down. Hang on a minute. I got it dragged. I got it.
Mark and I had a meeting with the congressman on Thursday of last week,
Uh huh.
and he gave
There it
us,
is, bro.
as Marines, they call it, you gotta have a coin on you.
Yeah.
And they'll say you got your coin, you slap it down, and if you don't have one, you gotta buy the drink.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, the congressman told us that he was on SEAL Team 3.
Mhm.
He did 2 tours with Chris Kyle, was his team leader.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting meeting with him.
Yeah, I think he had 5 tours altogether, 3 in Afghanistan, and he's just is a great guy. He's a great guy, real down to earth. He came into Payson and met with myself and our town manager.
Oh,
and,
good.
I just asked what he can do to help us in Payson and Rim Country. And,
Well, I asked him what we could do to help him,
Mhm.
and he told me that, or told us
Mhm.
in the meeting that McConnell told him that they weren't gonna, or the Republican Party was not gonna back him
Mhm.
with any money or anything. So he says, I hate to ask people to support me that way,
Mhm.
but he says, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I ran for office and I won, and then they're not gonna support me.
Yeah.
And so I told him, well, anything that we can do to help you,
Help out.
we'll try to help you.
Well, I know, and he just got appointed to a few committees. It was good. He wasn't sure how that would go, but he got put on like Homeland Security, which makes sense. and then
And veterans.
and veterans.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's gonna look into all these veterans, especially
Mhm.
the ones that are coming back right now, from all over the world, as to why the VA has not, taken care of these guys. So he's gonna look into it, so
No.
hopefully.
Yeah, and he definitely is the type. He's going to get something done, or
Oh, yeah.
you know, and or if there's something preventing that, he's going to let everyone know what it is.
Yeah,
That's,
absolutely.
This is why. This is what's keeping it from happening.
Yeah,
So-
he told us that he was a Christian, and
Mhm.
that the scary thing about it is that he felt bad because he didn't get a chance to take his daughter to school that morning. He was meeting with us,
Mm.
and he said, "I take her to school every morning," and he goes, "I just feel like I haven't done something today."
Mhm.
And I said, "Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us."
Mhm. Wow. No, that's good. Well, time to get back to it here.
Alrighty.
But thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
both. Thanks for
Thank
inviting
you
us.
for
Yes.
the weather coming out and slip sliding through Payson. And
Mark said it was gonna be clear.
I know. Well,
Clear up to your neck. I believe him now.
Yeah. It was funny when we were on the phone earlier. It stopped snowing and it started.
Yeah, you
again,
said
and-
that. Then we,
I know.
We-
And,
we got to the corner after we got to the top,
yeah.
and it turned to solid ice, and so we drove 4 or 5 miles, and then we had a truck and trailer pass us on the right hand side coming into Payson,
Yeah.
and he couldn't stop.
Oh.
He was trying to slow down, and his trailer was kind of. I told Steve, just stay straight.
Yeah.
Well, I look at the town of Payson. We know a lot of people. We used to rodeo here in the old rodeo grounds.
Yeah.
Mark and I kept a car. We don't do a lot for the rodeo. We've been on the rodeo committee for quite a few years. I remember when the biggest building in town was the mill.
Yeah.
You know, and the Oxbow way back had a swimming pool out back.
Uh huh.
You know.
Yeah. No, I know it's boy, a lot of history here, and yeah. Fun
Well, I'm
times.
happy that you're the mayor.
Hey.
I think you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations! I think you guys will continue on and try to help the businesses and stuff in Payson. Hope.
Yeah, in Holbrook.
In Payson. And,
No, I know. Hopefully, it will. It's going to be good, and some good things coming. And there's great things that have been going on.
you know what? I really, truly, I have to throw a shout out to the tribe here, because they not only donated money to help us with the statue, they donated money to help us with the ride. And,
Wow.
And I will forever remember that. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a great
Yeah.
gesture for them to do that, and I hope I've invited them to come to the dinner,
Yes.
because I have a plaque to give to them.
Uh huh.
I need to call them today, though. It just
Yeah.
reminded me. I need to see if I can, if they'll let us fly their flag when we ride in.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I hope they'll allow us to do that again. They
Well-
did it one other time, but
Yeah. Oh, they've done so many things for the community. They just had their 50th anniversary celebration.
oh wow.
Of
Right.
the tribe, and it was amazing. Goodness, a couple weeks of celebrating,
Good for them.
and yeah, they just over the years have contributed so much to the community and continue to do that. Calvin Johnson and the entire council out there.
I got to tell you, I got out of my truck and I started walking towards the double doors, and there was a man sitting by the double doors, and he jumped up and opened up the door for me, and I said, "Thank you." And I said, "Is the president here?" And he says, "I'm right here." And he's the one that opened the door for me. I was totally shocked. I thank you very much.
Yeah, good, a great
Oh,
guy, and
Yeah.
just the tribe. Again, such a big part of our community here in Payson.
yeah.
Such a
Yeah.
big part. So hopefully see them out there at the dinner. That'd be great.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Well, thank you again, guys.
Oh, no,
coming
thanks for the
on.
coffee. Thanks
Oh.
for the invitation.
You're so welcome. And then
Yeah.
we'll get Steve in that Afro wig and
Yeah.
get that on Facebook. But now, time to get back to the music.
All right.
Some Allman
Thank you.
Brothers, Guess Who, Dire Straits, ELO, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, yes, yes.
I get that on there.